New cards from the glory of Team Rocket have been revealed at the Japanese Championship League, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. Before we get into that, I want to remind you that we are doing the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, at which point I'm giving away this Brilliant Stars ETB along with 5 Pokemon mystery card lots. All you got to do is be a part of the channel. Go over to this video here and make sure you leave a like and a comment on that video. The comment specifically is what's going to be your entry into that 5,000 subscriber giveaway, but being a part of the channel in general is how you're going to also need to qualify. So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your comment on today's video can be part of what makes you a winner for Friday, because we do our I Got It, You Get It shorts every week, and I give away something on Friday regardless whether or not I have it to give away or not. I always make sure there's something for you, the community, because it's just a small way of saying thank you for your support. So here we go. We got a few cards that were announced: Moltres EX, Articuno EX, Zapdos EX. So let's actually just take a better look here, and I think they're just Team Rocket's Moltres, Team Rocket's whatever, okay? I don't think it's specific to a trainer. I think it's just Team Rocket in general, although I didn't really investigate on the translation or anything. I kind of am a fan. I'm kind of a fan. This is a very different direction art-wise for a Moltres, and similar for the other two. Very different look than what we would expect. Usually it's a little bit more epic. You really showcase the flames. Here it looks a little bit more solid of a Pokemon here. There's a little bit more dimension in the bird here, and then the flames are just kind of part of it. So I actually kind of like the variation. While this would not be my top pick or even a favorite by any means, I kind of like the difference that this is showing Moltres in a little bit different way, similar with the other two. Articuno here giving us a different look where you have a lot more of this like chunky bird looking thing here, where we just saw it coming out in Journey Together, this really sleek bird in flight. And yeah, you got the distinctive tail there. Okay, great. So there's that, but like accentuating like the talons on here. So I kind of like these little details here, just putting it a little bit more emphasis into the legendary birds and giving them a different view for a change, because I feel like it's kind of rinse and repeat. Even when we see them in a really cool picture, a really cool design, it kind of changes things up here. But with these, it shows them in a totally different way. I really like just the simplicity of the colors coming around. This nice cyan or blue coming through here, shining here, and then we got this really magenta red coming through, a little bit more magenta there than red, and then the red on the edges. Just kind of this good mix of colors swirling around even with that. So really interesting stuff. Not amazing, but just simple artworks for Team Rockets. You know, as you'll have it, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno. The Moltres specifically is going to be an EX. I don't know if that'll be the case on the other two, if they will have a variation that there's an EX and then on. We'll see. In addition, we also came and saw a Crobat EX out of this, so nice to see that. But it's just that another little emphasis that this is a Team Rocket set for the glory of Team Rocket, and that is going to make up half of Destined Rivals. So people are going to be going after that. It's going to be that right there. Having the little rocket stamp showcasing that these are Team Rocket cards. That's what's got everybody buzzing about it. Not to mention the Heatwave Arena cards, like Ethan's Ho-Oh and stuff. Those are looking good. So, you know, you can't be too mad at Destined Rivals and what it's going to offer, but the price point right now just makes no sense. So we'll see where things go with the cooling off with Journey Together, or people just holding out for Destined Rivals. But these are main series sets, so it should print and print and print and reprint and reprint and reprint. I'm not too worried about eventually getting it. No, I won't have it upon release. Not for a reasonable price, at least. But I think scalpers are getting a little bit tired. The market is kind of cooling off. It's actually making it a little bit harder to sell, which is a good thing. That's a good thing long term. So even if I'm in the market to be selling something, and it may not help that aspect of my interaction with the hobby, long term, big picture, it's a good thing that it's harder to sell things right now, because that's meaning there's more product available. That meaning there's more people who are sticking it out that are interested, and people who are not interested are actually just leaving. So kind of nice to see that. Team Rocket's Mewtwo also has a little bit of a leak here, or at least an announcement. I don't know if it's an official leak or an announcement, or if these pre-sales have come out or not. I don't think they have, but Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX box, and this looks like it's going to be a Destined Rivals release in English, However, they're specifically calling it out as a Team Rocket's Mewtwo, which gives us the artwork. I think I have the artwork. There we go. So you can kind of get a better look at it of this Mewtwo. And who doesn't love a good Mewtwo? I'd like to see this as an illustration rare or a special illustration rare, giving us a little bit more. The last time we saw a Mewtwo that was really pretty epic was in Crown Zenith. So we saw that. I mean, the Pokemon Go set, at the time it came out, people thought it was pretty cool, but that thing's kind of tanked in price, and I think it's lost a lot of interest, a lot of steam, but it wasn't that hard to get, so maybe it's the availability rather than the artwork itself. But the Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith is probably going to be the best artwork lately, unless there's one we haven't seen, which is totally possible, coming out as a Team Rocket's Mewtwo as an illustration rare or a special illustration rare. This is going to be the promo, where we also have a look at what we should expect for just a regular EX card. Totally different artwork. I like this one more than the promo. This one is cool, where he's got the arms out, kind of letting that energy, the erasure ball, I guess, is building up that power or whatever. This one seems a little bit more intimate. It's even tighter of a shot. Outstretched arms, really aggressive. That stare down right there. This one definitely looks a lot better, and that's going to be in the main set. It's an EX card. They're not going to be hard to get. They're not going to be hard to pull, which is good. But the big question is, what are we going to see in those secret rare slots? What are we going to see in the specialty slots of illustration rare, special illustration rare, gold cards? And we're going to find out soon enough, because when the Glory of Team Rocket announces, we're going to have a good picture at that and get a better idea of what our set for Destined Rivals should look like. Again, that's going to be Heatwave Arena and Team Rocket's, or Glory of Team Rocket, coming together to make up that set. And typically they use the majority of those cards. Sometimes they leave out a handful, or it ends up being in one set and it comes out in English as a promo. So, there's a little bit of cross-pollination in how they do that, where it might be a promo there and it ends up in the main series for us. It might be in the main series there in Japan and it ends up as a promo for us. Take, for instance, the Mew and Mewtwo that were a part of 151. Speaking of Mewtwo, that's a good artwork. Forgot about that one. That's a good artwork of Mewtwo. A little bit dark, a little bit dramatic, but I think it's actually pretty good. And those came out as pulls in the 151 Japanese set, whereas in English, they came out in the form of promos in the Pokemon 151 UPC. So a lot of stuff to look into, and at this point, a lot of speculation rather than facts, because kind of wait for it. Things get leaked. That Japanese Championship League, that gave us a good reveal, a little bit of insight into what we should expect from Glory of Team Rocket, at least a few cards. And then we're getting a taste for it as we get closer and closer to Destined Rivals, because the second a set comes out and everybody loses their mind and they realize they can't get it, the next thought is, what's next? And then all of a sudden people have a new focus somewhere else. Maybe that means I'll be able to get some Journey together at some point here, but for now, I haven't gotten there, and that's okay. That's okay. Patience is key. No FOMO on these sets. That's what I keep saying. That's what I say all the time. The only thing you got to be patient for around here is just getting to that 5,000 subscriber mark. Once we get there, I'm giving away this Brilliant Stars ETB along with 5 Pokemon Mystery Card Lots. I'm trying to stay patient, so if you could be a part of the journey and join in on the support of this channel, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. All of that really helps the algorithm, and of course the support is greatly appreciated. Can't wait to get to that giveaway status there, because 5,000 subs and we're just going to give this stuff away. I'll ship anywhere in the world, and I just want to make sure I can share with the community the best I can. I have my giveaways on Fridays, so be sure to comment with that in mind. And this has gone on with way too many things to say. You know what to do. Be a part of the channel. I post 7 days a week, and with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.